Looking good, YouTube. My name's Love Game, or PD1 Piranha if you prefer. Welcome to a very special episode of Zoids Legacy. It's so special that I have a very special guest this time around. I want you to introduce yourself.
Oh, thanks, Love Game. I'm Spartacus62, also known as Otaku17, also known as Mastodon the Pizza Slicer amongst some circles, and I'd like to thank you for having me.
He actually owns a belt buckle with that title on it, if you ever were to doubt him at all.
The funny thing about that is that belt buckle is cheap, and it breaks every 10 minutes, so I gotta Gorilla Glue it, essentially, if I want to keep it going.
Well,
Terrible.
Either way, we have here the test of the fusion Zoids. It's gonna go great.
Alrighty.
I don't know why, Michael, but I'm feeling kind of nervous. Like, I feel like I need you to be my wingman right about now because I sense something that is my weakness. To be more powerful than any Zoid in this game. I'm blushing like a stereotypical anime character right now behind the screen.
Really? Let me just see if I can't foresee the future and figure out what exactly it is we're about to face.
Exclamation mark.
Obviously, it must be something dangerous. Potential.
What is that?
I gotta fake
I
that
guess.
though.
Michael, who's this? You need to introduce me to her.
The lovely Miss Claudia. I hear she's very good, talented pilot, and also she's known for drinking a certain Saint Germain's. Is it?
Oh yeah, I think I heard about that.
Yeah, good singer too, particularly with Snoop Dogg songs. Who knew?
That wasn't actually Snoop Dogg that made that song.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
But you gotta show respect to the D.O. double G.
Always. Always, if not him, the lion, but, I mean, not as much as the dog.
We have a lion-type Zoid here.
Wait a minute, what just happened? What?
Did that guy just say change 'em eyes? That can't be proper translation. That's my boy! My boy Pulse! Look at him, he's light red. Like donut.
What happened? All of a sudden I see them pull a full Power Rangers Morphin Time, combine your mechs into one.
Gonna combine? They're gonna combine? Oh, please.
And now it's like they're in a grassy field?
We have two heads just like you.
Wait, what?
You're stupid through and through, aren't you?
Probably.
It's not about the number of heads, it's about your skill.
Sorry, man, you lost me.
You need to watch Gurren Lagann. I'll watch it with you if you want.
Probably do need to start watching that. The amount of times you cosplay it,
oh yeah,
quote it, and you catch me off guard every time with it. And I do remember you showing me the clip of him taking the hit.
Yeah.
It's like,
I want to just like take that clip and re-upload it and say like Zoid's Fusors in a nutshell.
yeah, we're gonna combine. Still like that motivational paraphrase quote. Just believe in the me that believes in you.
Yep. Look at all the people we had inside of us.
Hey. Maybe he's got a lot of room in there. Who knows?
Oh yeah, we time traveled. That's right.
Time travel, huh? I didn't know that was a thing.
As I explained before, ZOS is being experimented on and like pulling people throughout time and shit. It's crazy.
Oh, cool. Yep, back inside. and the cat comes out.
That was good. Oh yeah, the lab. That's right. Yeah, we're in the future now. It's like Chrono Trigger and shit.
Never played that game.
I have not actually played it. I've watched a few runs. Is this a... Thought I could enter that building. I guess not.
Looks like a very important building. It's kind of in the center of the town, up to the northernmost point. My RPG senses are saying that's an important place to be.
This place is quite sizable for a Zoids Legacy town. I don't know if you ever played the game. Oh, you can get something good here, but it's not in that shop. You can get... Where the fuck is the... like, weapon shop? I know there's, like, some dank weapons. Oh, here's the bar.
You might find something
we're only
good there.
14, you know what we gotta do, right? To get the drinks.
Oh, hang on. Let me grab my piano. Got it somewhere around here. I don't got it. Damn it.
We'll find it later. It's inside of us with one of those characters, probably.
Yeah. Hey, grab the piano when you come outside of me, all right? Never thought I'd say that and mean it.
Makes more sense in context.
Fair enough.
This is not me walking. This is scripted. Hey, look! It's my boy Vaughn! And Girl, my favorite character in Zoids.
Girl? Oh, man.
Boy, too.
Boy. Girl. I remember them
Here's an
when they
example,
first started out.
Of you can change Pulse's attributes by picking one of these options. You gotta pick the slightly more... I can't really discern which one of these is more... You know well? I guess that's good sentence structure. It's just kind of weird sounding. Yeah, there we go. Nice. We got black. That's the one we wanted. Fuck yeah. Black is offense.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he has an organoid too. Yeah, you haven't seen it yet, but that's the main character of Chaotic Century, the first Zoids anime, and his name's Van Flyheight.
Well, there we go. There's his name.
That bitch is named Fiona.
Let's say, like, if we went through this whole thing, like, just calling him boy.
Well, they called Bit that at first, so...
Hey, boy! But you're boy, too. You name your own character anything, what do you name boy? Really throw him for a loop.
Everyone's so confused. That's the gist of the dialogue right now. People are confused. Gygalos. Yeah, now we're in the Chaotic Century timeline, so... Where they join the Republic in fighting the Gylos Empire. In the all-out war, fam.
War?
Yeah.
Man, this ain't nothing like that tournament life. I'm used to tournament life. Like, everything's a game. I mean, granted, there's some people that take it a little too far, but that's with every game.
Redlers. Why did it have to be Redlers?
Oh, jeez. Oh, man.
Yeah, we're both a little, we've had a few sips tonight, folks.
Yeah, just a little bit, guys. Not too much.
I think we're drinking the exact same drink, too.
Let me guess, Crown Royal Vanilla.
Damn. Just like the hentai tag.
Shh. I prefer my Neapolitan, thank you very much. A little something.
By the way, in the comments, I better not hear any of you guys tagging my pure Claudia Diamant in any of those hentai tags.
Oh man, you're gonna get some good stuff tonight. Here's to the future.
Well, we're in the future right now, so...
Oh shoot, I need to take another one, I'm late.
Oh man, I gotta get right behind you.
We argue about Imperial, Special Mission Team, and...
Raw Tiger people. Yeah, it's pronounced Raw Tiger, like Raw Tiger, because that's how badass this fucking team is.
I was like inclining myself to like put a space in between it, even though there's no space, like Rot Tiger. Like that's badass.
Raw Tiger,
Zombie
and Blue
Tiger.
Unicorn.
Not as badass. Rot Tiger sounds better.
Yeah.
Like Blue Unicorn. What's next? Fairy Tale. Giant's Toe.
Like the guild?
Yeah, they sound like guild names almost. Oh.
Yeah, we got the Vaughn's Blade Liger now, so that's gonna like make things a lot easier. Guess we gotta keep teleporting through time and space.
It's like getting a collection
shop here. Yeah, we got quite a few, except Fiona isn't really a Zoid pilot. She's just kind of there.
I'm sure she provides something useful, maybe.
She's a
Maybe.
lot like Nia Teplin, but you haven't seen Gurren Lagann, so you don't know who that is.
Just rub it in, why don't you?
I'm surprised you haven't seen it. I mean, it's a fairly... I'm gonna keep using this fucking word, ubiquitous show.
I'm not even going to pretend like I know what you mean when you say ubiquitous.
You don't know what ubiquitous means? It means
You,
it's everywhere. No matter where you go, you find it often. Aw, they don't
hear
have
that?
what I'm thinking of.
Well, I guess I deserve that one.
Well. Yeah, it means it's like omnipotent. It's like if you hear something constantly referenced on the internet, that meme is ubiquitous or something like that. You
I
can't
learned
go
something
5
new.
seconds without hearing about it.
I learned something new.
Currently,
This has
among
been a good one.
the weeb community, Doki Doki Literature Club is ubiquitous because everyone talks about it.
All right, now I learned something new. Am I going to use it
You're
in my next
on
conversation?
fucking educational television right about now. You, say something. I will never try to voice Claudia. I can never do that voice justice.
Gotta respect the Claudia voice.
Yeah, in case you guys couldn't tell, she was like pretty much my original waifu. And still like my favorite, like one of the greatest waifus ever to exist. And she was only in this game and the Zoids Versus series. She was sadly not in the anime, so... Maybe if they make another anime... Hint, hint.
Yeah, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Hashtag on Twitter, Claudia for next Zoids anime. Just throwing
Just
it
for Raw
out there.
Tiger in general, because they're all great characters. I mean, you read about them in my story. You got the rich guy, the dude that's always pissed off and tried to hit on her before, who's not in this game.
I'm guessing he's in the other game?
Yeah, he's the main playable character in, what do you call it, Battle Legends Empire campaign.
Neat.
The thing is, he's like the new recruit, so that's probably why he's not in this game, because it takes place before.
Yeah. That makes sense, I guess.
That's not spelled right, by the way. It's supposed to be Prozen. It says Preutzen in this game. Emperor Prozen, by the way, if I didn't mention it before, greatest anime villain of all time. That guy is something else. That's why you need to watch Chaotic Century, if for no other reason, for him alone.
Here, I thought Dio was the greatest anime villain of all time.
Oh, he's good, but I mean, if we're talking about like completely serious characters that like every last thing they do is planned, including their own defeat.
Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense. I'm pretty sure Dio doesn't plan his defeats.
But yeah, if you guys are Western cartoon fans, Claudia is voiced by Tabitha St. Germain, who did a lot of the My Little Pony Friendship is Magic characters. I know a lot of people on the internets tend to like that show. I was real big into it back when I first played this game. It was actually Mr. Spartacus here who introduced me to this game. Fun fact.
I did?
Yeah, I told you that before.
Man, you always tell me something that I completely forget for some reason. I remember playing this game.
You thought I told you? Holy shit, she just jumped. I just told you about it. Yeah, okay, this is a defining moment right here, by the way, because most people don't trust Zero, because he's just, some time-traveling dude, and he wears a pendant that bears the mark of the Empire.
He probably picked it up at a store.
He just goes
said, this looks cool, man. Let me get that.
Yeah, and so that makes the characters initially distrustful of them, but Claudia here is the one who forces a truce between Raw Tiger and Blue Unicorn, who are normally enemies. Even though the plot of every game they appear in is them having a truce.
I mean, sometimes that's how it goes. Like, you got to force a truce some way or another, otherwise it's just going to be... Oh, wait, there she is.
Yeah. And Claudia, if you didn't know, is like a, what do you call it, close range specialist. So she uses a fly scissors Zoid, which is sort of a beetle looking thing. It only uses blades and melee weapons and shit, so let's go ahead and equip that. I do want that blade lagger. We're not going to have it for very often, spoilers, but I'll stick it there for the time being. And then... I kind of want to use Max. Where's the demon's head? There it is. Super dank. We can go ahead and
Nice.
upgrade these as well while we're here. Oh, nice. Sweet. Didn't
There
even
you
know
go.
that was there.
Good times, man.
But yeah, you were the one who told me about it over Formspring back when that was a thing.
Oh, yeah, those were some interesting times. Like, I remember getting questions from Annie, Big, you, Ben. Those are some names I haven't said in a long time, too.
You know what I haven't done in a long time either is have a nice meal of hair with my good pal Annie.
Yeah, whatever happened to her? She kind of fell out. Like, I haven't seen her in a long time. Or heard from her at all.
Maybe she faded into the ether.
I don't say that. She was a nice young woman. I don't think she should fade into the ether.
I mean, like, maybe she joined with the Force like Obi-Wan. He was a nice guy.
I don't know, man. That's starting to make me feel a little uncomfortable. Or maybe that's
I
the
still
alcohol.
see her occasionally get on Facebook, but, like, she hasn't really talked to me in a whole minute. I just know she was, like, a very self-deprecating person. And we always
I
tried to make
remember
her
that.
feel better.
Yeah, I do remember that.
So,
Like,
this is a really good place to, like, if you want to grind. I'm never going to use that shit. Because, as I said in the last part, fusion is pointless in this game. You can develop the pre-fused Zoid to take up less space. It's entirely pointless. Anyways, this is a good place to grind because all the wild Zoids you find... Oh, nice. I want that. Yeah, all the Zoids you find are... What am I trying to say here? Like, piloted by people, and therefore give more XP and money per kill.
hmm.
Oh, this music is so good. I don't think you can hear it.
I cannot. So I'm just going to take your word for it. And you're like, yes, wonderful. Meanwhile, it's just a bunch of rockets hitting flying dragons.
Yeah, I have this Zoid in real life, the Redler.
Yeah. Remember, I
Yes, I
used to have
still, as I
those.
said before, I collect the model kits, and I actually bought one for, my buddy here that I'm gonna make into a custom.
He tells me that. I tell him he doesn't need to go through all the trouble, but he keeps saying he's going to do it. So
I already
like, I don't
bought
know.
it! There's no turn, it's like Katy Perry. You gotta listen to Katy Perry. There's no turning back.
You got me on that one, and I definitely
Claudia,
owe
how
you.
could you possibly miss? Were you drunk off of the drink?
Distracted by a certain memory of a purple-haired young man, perhaps.
Could be. Man, if
Never
only you
know.
could make OCs in this game, I'd have a field day.
Those are always fun.
Let's do it, Zeke! Yeah, I like Van. He's a good MC. As I said before, I didn't give Chaotic Century much of a chance at first because I was a young kid and the show at the time was too different for me, but you know what? I like you, man. You are a good main character, Mr. Flyheight.
So what the basic plot of that anime is like there is a war
Yeah.
with Zoids.
Yeah, it starts off essentially with this dude. Do I have the rail cannon? Where the fuck is the rail cannon on this thing? This should have a... Oh, well, magnet sphere, but it's not close enough. Great idea putting you in the back, Max. I'll just use an item, or I'll wait.
And just sit there.
I thought that Zoid had a rail cannon. I'm fucking tripping out. Anyway, yeah, it starts off with this dude who like leaves his village and he finds an abandoned Zoid in the desert and he pilots it. And it turns out there's like this organoid that he finds in a tube, and the tube next to it is this girl named Fiona who's like lost all her memories and stuff. And she's like, Van, I have to find Zoid Eve. But she doesn't know what Zoid Eve is. Is it a person? Is it a concept? Is it a place? And so the
At least she remembers the name.
Yeah. But yeah, and then like eventually war breaks out and they join the Republic side. And then they form together as the Guardian Force after the Truce of sorts.
Let's see if Claudia's got better luck this round.
Oh yeah. That's that raw tiger power right there. It sounds like I'm like a redneck making a commercial for a lawnmower or something. You hear that?
If you're
some of that raw tiger power. It starts up on the first pull every time, or your money back. And to prove it, I sawed this Zoid in half.
Ghost of Billy Mays coming back to sell giant mechanical animals.
I was talking about Phil Swift. That works too.
Phil Swift. What does he sell again?
The flex tape.
Oh, that guy. Dude went nuts.
Could you imagine putting a Zoid back together with flex tape?
Sometimes you got to do what you got to do, man. I mean, like that flex tape is pretty strong. It's able to make boats work.
What do I want first, the Zoid data or the junk parts?
Oof.
I want to build this Reddler, but I don't know which thing I should get first.
My guess would be data, because otherwise you just got a bunch of parts. And I mean,
well, sometimes you need extra parts, so you know how it is.
I mean, you might see him again.
That's true. I'm just like trying to get done what I can. I'm going to probably cut out the rest of these random battles, but I wanted to show one off for the sake of the fact that they're actually people and you can get good money here. All right, finish it off.
Let's see what you got, ma'am.
I do like your instinctive, like how you call her ma'am. It's a nice character trait of yours. Nice, got the data. Nice.
There you go. Well, I mean, it's just that I know.
What?
Based on like all the times you like told me about her, like whenever I asked you like what's up with this Claudia character, she's like, oh, like gave me your military background. I'm like, oh, nice to meet you, ma'am.
Well, yeah, because she, I guess I can give some of her background. She came from a long line of like prestigious Zoid warriors that were renowned for how good they were. And the whole reason, holy shit, look at all those Reddlers. I can probably not run from that. Oh, I can. Okay, good. Yeah, she wanted to like live up to their accolades. So as a result, she decided to enlist in the Empire.
Hey?
And become one of the best.
Indeed she did.
Oh, it's Irvine. It's a message.
Wow.
My favorite character.
You got to think to yourself, it's like, if those were their legit names, that would be like the worst way to live your life growing up, going to school. Like, Matthew, here. Martin,
Message.
here.
Boy.
Message. What? Oh, yeah, here. Your name's
Fun
Message.
fact, in the manga of Chaotic Century, that little eyepiece he's wearing is, like, surgically put into his head.
No kidding.
Yeah.
What's it for, then?
It's like a binocular viewfinder kind of thing.
Isn't it weird how in animes and certain cartoons the eye patch is apparently going to help you see better, which seems a little counterintuitive to the whole idea of the eye.
That one has a lens on it at least.
Well, fair enough. At first they looked like little jewels, but now that I know they're lenses.
Yeah. So we're trying to advance on the Imperial capital here. Prozen is here right now, but we are way too weak to even consider fighting him right now, so... as of this moment, we're just, trying to get our bones. Does anyone ever use that term for money anymore? Bones? I used to say that all the time.
I mean, everyone, like, I might have said it once, and then someone looks at me and says, "Who says that?" And I'm like,
I guess we're just
I say it when I feel like it.
So
like,
here
I tell
we have
them,
some Saber Fangs chilling with Hellcats.
They look so
Use
small.
friendship. Yeah, the Hellcats aren't very big. They're mostly scouting Zoids. But they're pretty efficient at what they do. They got like a nice, they have all the guns on them were initially designed for larger Zoids, so kind of cool that they can handle those.
Well, they can actually handle themselves in a fight. They look like. Oh, let's see.
I have the Hellcat Noir Zoid kit, which is like an all black and dark green Hellcat with like a special. It actually has Koki Demon on the box of it because that was his original Zoid. It came with the pre-orders of that game, but only in Japan, so I got it really cheap. Thank you, shoutouts to Gojulus Omega. You sold that to me for much cheaper than it normally goes for in the market. I love you, man.
Yeah.
He sold me something else, too, but I can't remember what. I'd have to look at my collection again. But, yeah, Gojulus Omega is a great guy. Oh, yeah, he sold me the Redler. That's right. He sold me the Chrome Red Redler. And the guns that went with it. Two very rare pieces of Zoids memorabilia.
Sounds like a dude with a hookup.
Oh yeah, man, he's got it all. His picture is a whole bunch of Gojulus Zoids, like 18 of them all doing the Thriller dance. Like he posed all of his little model kits into the dance, so pretty cool.
Good sense of humor too.
Yeah.
Awk.
Good translation.
I might just start using that in normal conversation.
Nice.
I get hit in the head.
Raw Tiger power, baby.
Well done, ma'am. Well done indeed.
Her main skill in this game is evasion, so you'll be seeing that a lot.
Little Raw Tiger power.
I mean, she specializes in evasion. Every character specializes in one stat, and for her, that's what it is.
Huh.
Can I hit anyone? No. I should change my party up after this. I kind of fucked up there.
Well, I mean, he looks like a good item giver.
I thought the demon's head had a fucking rail cannon on it. I mean, it probably does in one of the upgrades, to be fair, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Let's do friendship. Is magic.
Healing power of friendship. Haven't seen that stuff since Yu-Gi-Oh.
Heart of the Cards.
Heart of the Cards and friendship. That's two
That was every
things I
4
learned
Kids
from.
anime. Every time a 4 Kids dubbed something, it was all about the power of friendship.
I was about to say, you're saying every 4 Kids anime had Heart of the Cards in it somewhere? Now that would be an interesting.
There was a non-Yu-Gi-Oh show that did reference the Shadow Realm, if that counts.
The mysterious Shadow Realm where you can either...
I know what it was. Whenever fucking Toonzai, which was under 4 Kids, dubbed fucking DBZ Kai. Piccolo is a Saiyan, just like Raditz.
Oh. Oh, God. That ain't the drink making me feel queasy. That's that line.
Hey, Michael.
What's up?
Look, I can see their parachutes. They're okay.
You can't let them die in a 4 Kids anime. It's just not right. The kids can't handle it. They could have at least said they fell. I don't know if they're going to survive. I think they got a chance, and then just forget about them. But no, they're like, oh, I saw their parachutes. They're fine. What parachutes?
Well, Tien does have 3 eyes, so...
Oh, they're going to hope that the kids think, because he's got 3 eyes.
He can see
and they're
something
gonna...
that they don't.
I wouldn't be surprised if 4Kids said, how'd you get the third eye, Tien? Well, I ate all my carrots. Oh.
Well, they in
sneaky.
the Funimation dub, remember that Vegeta, sarcastically, of course, like said that when asked how he got so strong, he said, "I drink plenty of juice."
He actually said that?
I mean, yeah, in a mocking manner, but yes.
But I mean, like,
yes, Christopher Sabat in the Funimation dub said, "I drink plenty of juice," and to make fun of the guy. But yes, that's what he said.
Peace. I haven't seen the original Funimation dub of Dragon Ball Z in a long time. Or was that Kai?
That was the original.
Men in pink? How bizarre! As a matter of fact, it isn't.
Pink? Is this for a man or a woman? As a matter of fact, it isn't.
It isn't. What was that from? Like, was that DBZ
that
abridged?
was those lines were from the original show, but someone made a flash animation that just kind of
looped everything,
like a YouTube poop essentially, where every question they asked was met with
as a matter of fact,
yeah,
it isn't.
He goes, "Men in pink, how bizarre," and then it cuts to all the other characters
wearing pink,
Photoshop to wear pink. As a matter of fact, it isn't.
It isn't. Way to call him out on it, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh man, shoot. Yeah. That was a weird thing about Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball, GT, Kai, Super. Those ones I watched, not GT as much, but Dragon Ball Z. I watched a lot of as a kid, but now that I'm older, I find myself wanting to watch the old Dragon Ball anime. The one where he was a kid.
Look whomst it is.
Hmm.
That's a Gojulus, by the way. I mentioned a Gojulus earlier because my boy Gojulus Omega had that big collection of them. As the name would imply, it is based off of Godzilla.
I was about to say, it kind of looks like copyright for a little bit. Mechagodzilla versus a